Hey everyone, this is Carl Taylor with Midwest Athletics again. We're here interviewing Wayne State defensive back Drake Reid. Hey Drake, how we going?
Hey, it's going good, man. Thank you for having me. I appreciate this opportunity.
No problem, no problem. I appreciate you being available. We want to talk today about what recruits should expect in college. A lot of recruits are trying to get their name out there as well as really try to understand what college football is like. You are a second team All GLIAC DB, the academic region defensive back from Rochester High School, class of 19, and you've been doing exceptionally well. So we thought because you were one of the first kids that came out to the honor roll showcase at Hillsdale College that Hillsdale puts on, we thought let's interview you, and so that athletes out there, that are thinking about playing in the college sports can really understand what it takes and what it's going to do. So can you give some recruits why you chose Wayne State?
Yeah, for sure. Well, first and foremost, I feel like I had the best relationship with the coaches at Wayne State. That's a big part of it is finding a coaching staff that you could trust, but also one that you feel represents the school in the correct way and really puts the academics first, really puts, building character, building values first. I remember going to my first Wayne State, I believe it was a game day visit, and I immediately fell in love with the campus, fell in love with the school, being in Detroit. And I think really most importantly, I fell in love, with the guys in the locker room. I thought that was a great team atmosphere. I remember my official visit. I had a great time. All the dudes were super welcoming, show me around campus, show me around the city, man. And, the combination of a great athletic department, great program, being in the city and having really good academics really just sold me on the school.
That's really good to hear because some people are afraid to go to a school that's in a city, and so I think what you found out was you got to find what your vibe is, find what you connect with, and I think with Wayne State you connected with those coaches like you said, and that's what brought you love. I believe you were redshirted your freshman year, and a lot of athletes have a hard time adjusting to that. They started for the most part on their teams all the way up through high school. What was it like for you to redshirt that first year? What was that experience like?
Um, well, it was definitely a challenging experience, at least initially. I was grateful to, have pretty transparent coaches that, let me know kind of right away, we're looking to redshirt you this year. And so kind of swallowing that after the first few weeks, getting into camp and getting into
Mm-hmm.
practice, get used to being on scout team and stuff, it's really easy for a lot of guys to kind of get discouraged from that, feel frustrated. And I definitely had some of those days. But at the end of the day, it's all about your mentality going into it every day in practice. You got to think of it as, look, I'm playing against the ones essentially every single rep. When I'm on scout team, I'm still getting in all the position work. And it's really just being patient and trusting the process. I had a great upperclassman in my room that really, really helped me, kind of stay focused, stay into it, and again, that's challenging for a lot of guys. The redshirting process, it helped a lot with the adjustment in terms of academics getting into college as well. You're have a lot more time to focus on school, have a lot more time, with study table and all those type of things. And so, that was really beneficial for me. I feel like in my growth, not just as a football player, but as a student athlete as well.
Yeah, and that's good to hear because some people are hard, or say some athletes have a hard time adjusting with that. I was fortunate to be able to play right away when I was in college. Some of my friends were not and they had to wait, but it seems light years probably for you now that you were redshirted and now you started ever since then. I believe
Yeah.
you got what 2 more years left of eligibility. Is that correct?
Yeah. Yeah. 2 years.
Yep. And with those 2 years eligibility, my understanding, a little birdie told me you've actually graduated early from Wayne State. Is that true?
Yeah, I was able to get done 3.5 years. So I graduated this past December. Just kind of pushing myself and having the tools at Wayne State with all the academic support staff and stuff, allowing me to, accomplish that. I'm grateful for them. Took a few summer classes, stuff like that, to try to get ahead of the curve. So, just had the opportunity to graduate early, so I took it.
That's amazing because now you're probably starting your grad, master's degree. And so
Yep.
that's really well. You're taking advantage of those opportunities. I believe in high school, you had a 3.9 GPA and you're doing exceptionally well at school too. So all the academics, achievements that you've done, it's really parallel. It's really showing, what type of student athlete you truly are. So I congratulate you on that. As you are in college, what has been your favorite moments and least favorite moments while you've been on school, been at Wayne State?
Man, well, I feel like all my favorite moments here, man, have just been with my teammates and my guys that I've been here with, the past 3 years, and the bonds that I've built with them. Whether it's getting up with our freshman Friday workouts back when we were redshirted, or playing in the games, getting big wins. Really any moment that I was sharing with my brothers, I always look back fondly over.
Yeah,
Some of the rougher moments come in those early mornings, definitely. I
yeah,
would say in the winter time, we're about to start up winter conditioning soon. So,
yeah.
them 5 a.m. wake ups don't get any easier as time passes, but it's a part of it. It's part of the process. Luckily we're done with the day by 8:30, so I can get a nap in after. So
That's great. That's great to hear. You hear those wake up calls that you get. It can be challenging for those who don't like to wake up early, but it's part of that being an athlete in college. So you got to get used to that. What's your favorite place to eat? On campus or off campus?
man, I would say I got two spots. One of them on campus called Dynasty. Chinese food is one of the best Chinese spots around.
Yeah.
It's just a mom and pop shop. They got some of the best food out there. And then, downtown, I love me some Lafayette Coney. That's
Oh yeah,
definitely
yeah, yeah.
one of the favorite spots I go to. Especially like late after class when I got class downtown. Just pop over there, get some conies. I'm on my way.
There you go. There you go.
So,
Well, what advice would you give athletes interested in participating in a college sport? It doesn't have to be football, but anything. What do you think as we close up, athletes should know as they're trying to get recruited and get those offers out there? What do you think they should, just understand what it takes to be a college athlete?
yeah. Well, I mean, I just say first and foremost, throughout the whole process, you just got to be true to your values and what you're looking for. It's really easy, especially in social media, to get caught up in what other people are doing, who's offering where people are visiting. But as long as you know the type of school that you want to go to, the kind of the competition you want to see, the place that you want to be, and you stick to that throughout the process, you're gonna end up trusting yourself, and you're gonna find an opportunity anywhere. Coming into college as a student athlete, right when you get on campus and as soon as you start your season, no matter what sport it is, you just got to be prepared to check your ego at the door and just be ready to work. It's very common. It's more common, I should say, is Division 2, Division 3 to get redshirted and stuff like that. Some that I went through, and even if you're not redshirted, you're still working your way up from the bottom of the depth chart. And it's easy for a lot of people again to get discouraged for that and get, have their ego conflict with what they got to do. But at the end of the day, it's a whole nother process. You got 4 years or however many years you're gonna be at this school, and you just got to take it day by day. Just don't stop working because it's definitely going to be challenging a lot of the days, and you're going to feel discouraged sometimes. But at the end of the day, it makes you better. And you're at
Absolutely.
college level, everybody you're with is just as good as you, if not better. And so, the harder you work, the more you're going to reap the benefits.
And that's an amazing point because the fact is that I always say, and the NCAA said this many years ago, that 99% of student athletes in college are going to go with something other than a sport and a professional career. And
Yep.
you found your 40 over 40 college, and by going through these adversities, it's going to make you better in the workforce. You're going to be the next CEO or entrepreneur like your grandfather and your dad when they had their own business. But these things that you're going through right now in college is going to help you and it help those other athletes that out there, as what you said in those recommendations. So I really appreciate the time you took with us today, and I hope the best for you, and I hope to get to see you next fall when Wayne State plays that downtown Detroit. And all the best, and we'll talk to you soon. All right, Drake.
Thank you, man. Appreciate you for having me on.
Thank you. Have a blessed day.